one of the greatest sultan of all sultans.
Sharir!
Salam! Salam!
Now, Sharir, I don't mind saying, is a very brave and intelligent sultan who ruled his kingdom wisely, for which was admired, respected, and loved
By the people of Samarkand.
Salam! Salam!
Don't mention it.
Now Shahir was married to a beautiful sultana,
named Dalila.
who was adored by all the people
For her kindness and generosity, may Allah bring all of you happiness and wealth.
Salam! Salam!
Under their rule, the people of Samarkand prospered,
and pleasure.
and life was harmonious.
Until one day,
A merchant named Mustafa came to Samarkand.
to hawk his precious wares, Sultana.
It is known throughout the land as the most unusual items for sale.
Show the gemmonger in.
Salam, Sultana. I offer you the most precious jewels in all Arabia.
Oh, they're beautiful, but I'm not interested.
Then how about this gold and silver crafted by the most gifted artisans in the East?
No, I don't see anything I like there either. Thank you.
But wait, I've saved the best for last. This cloth conceals a magic metal that inspires greatness in all those who hold it. Listen, you can speak.
Use me, Sultana, as I was made to be used.
But where did you find that magic?
Eons ago it was mined by the pharaohs of ancient Egypt and forged into a plow, with which they cultivated the great valley of the Nile. Later the plow was transformed into great tools that built the giant pyramids and the Sphinx. The tools have been recast into metals more powerful than ever.
Yes!
But what shape is it now?
You must pay me first for everything you have.
It is yours,
May Allah protect you.
and this is mine.
Release me, Sultana, and gaze upon me.
A scimitar?
Now use me.
But your only use is death.
Yes!
Allah have mercy, what have you done?
Meanwhile, in another part of the palace, a soothsayer approached the sultan.
Gifts of Allah, bright flame and fire. What prophecy do you inspire? What darkness hidden in your light? Foretells events beyond tonight? Beware of what this old soothsay. Shahir, your life may end today.
Why? What secrets do you know?
You must cast these sands upon the ground, and let them scatter round and round, and look where swirls and lines converge. It's there your future will emerge.
What?
Look at the schism in the line. It is the mark of fate's design. And over there in that sinking arc, it is the very devil's mark.
But what does it mean?
Tomorrow we may find you dead, or even be alive instead. The eagle is not very far. Be wary of the scimitar.
This is some sort of riddle.
Grand Vizier, come here. Salam. Send at once for Sultana Dalila.
As you wish, my sultan. Dalila! Dalila!
You summoned, Sharir?
Yes, my dear, come closer. I must whisper for this. A very strange thing has happened. According to a soothsayer, my life is in danger.
Yes.
But who would want to murder me and why? That's what you must help me learn.
Sit down, Sharir.
Good idea. I must remain calm. The one thing I can't afford to do is lose my head over this. Now, I don't think the Grand Vizier would want me killed. And the servants seem harmless enough. But what about those knights here? Ah! Dalila, how could you?
It wasn't me, it was Scimitar.
But it was too late.
The sultan was enchanted too.
The evil of the scimitar was in his soul.
Shahir. Strike back.
You betrayed me, Dalila. You destroyed our love, and I must pay the penalty.
No. And Shahir looked for revenge.
The kind of rule became a violent rule.
Vizier, take the Sultana to the chopping block.
Yes.
And give the executioner this blade.
Yes.
And order him to do his job.
Cut off the Sultana's head.
Executioner sharpened the blade.
The sound echoed throughout the market. And when the sharpening stopped,
Mercy on her soul.
Use me again and again, Shahir. My blade can cut the hurt and anguish from your heart. Defeat your enemies with my sharp edge. Avenge this attempt on your life.
I am your servant, Scimitar.
A proclamation, a proclamation. The sultan has a proclamation.
Citizens of Samarkand, from this day forward I will take a new bride every night. And every morning that bride will be beheaded by the scimitars. bring these brides to me.
Yes, my Sultan.
So one by one, the women of Samarkand would take you to the Sultan.
Take her to the scimitar. Take her to the scimitar.
Next! Next!
Until one day, the Sultan said,
Vizier, bring me one of your daughters next.
my daughter, which one, my Sultan? Dunyazad
The one who likes to sew, sing, and dance around.
or Scheherazade?
The one who reads many books and likes to tell tales about the wonders of Arabia.
The choice is yours.
Girls, girls,
Yes, Father?
the day feared would come has come.
You mean
One of us must marry the Sultan.
and lose one of our heads? How will you choose between us?
Go get 2 straws, one short and one long.
Basket maker, you must help me. Give me 3 straws.
But Scheherazade, you only need 2 straws, one long and one short.
But I must make sure that I lose.
But Scheherazade, you will also lose your head.
Better mine than my beloved sister's.
As you wish, Scheherazade.
Whoever chooses the shorter must marry Sharir. Dunyazad, go with Allah's guidance.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a genie by the... This one, which is it, the short or the long?
Here's my straw.
Let's compare. Look, you have the short one, see? Oh, Scheherazade, I'm sorry.
Don't despair, Dunyazad. Father, I am ready.
That night she heard Scheherazade took her wedding vows.
We do?
We do.
They removed the veil. I now pronounce you man and wife, Sultan and Sultana.
For one night, and one night only.
How shall we spend these final hours until dawn? Shall I send for food and drink?
I do not dine with my sultanas. They might poison me.
Shall I sit next to you then?
No, you keep away, out of striking distance. Why are you laughing? Stop that. Don't you know what's planned for you at sunrise?
Of course, but I can't help thinking of a story that is very much like my predicament.
How can you laugh at it?
It's a very funny story, but you probably don't want to hear it.
And why not? I appreciate a story as much as the next sultan. Spin your tale. There's still time before daybreak.
As you wish. The story is called The Fisherman and the Bottle. That there once was a fisherman. Picture in your mind a proud and honest fisherman named Khalifa.
Who had a wife and 3 children to support.
And though this fisherman was very poor, he made it his practice to cast his fishing line only 3 times in one day.
That's a foolish custom. Why don't you cast more?
The better the fisherman, the less he must fish. All sees to that.
If you're such a great fisherman, why aren't we rich?
Well, if that's what you want, all right. I'll prove how good I am. I'll catch a sportsman fish and I'll do only 3 casts.
Now you look like a triplet.
So Khalifa marched down to the sea and looked out over the glistening waves. Then he rolled up his sleeves and baited his hook.
And cast the line far out to sea.
Ooh! And while he waited for the hook to sink,
Allah, thou knowest I am but a humble fisherman who needs to catch many fish.
In order for his wife and lovely children.
and he reeled in the line and saw
Nothing.
So he tried his luck again, and with the mighty heave,
Oh!
he cast the line even farther.
Please hear my prayers, Allah, and place a gigantic fish upon my humble hook.
And then he felt a tug,
I got one, Allah, thank you.
and he reeled in the line as fast as he could.
What in Allah's name is this?
It's an old turban.
And it fits.
But it won't feed our babies.
So he cocked his arm once more and...
Now, Allah, whatever you've been holding back, I pray to let me have it now.
And then he felt a nibble, and the nibble became a drag, which became a jerk, a yank, a pull, and finally a tug of war.
You fought and wrestled and struggled and tugged. He strained and lifted and yanked and loved.
And the last line was all reeled in.
Look, some sort of bottle.
Made of glass and inscribed with the seal of the great prophet Solomon. I can sell this at the market for a fortune's worth of fish.
Money, 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 money!
So he pushed at the bottle and heard.
I'd better pop the top and see if making all the noise. Who knows, it might be valuable.
No sooner had Khalifa removed the stopper from the bottle than it exploded out of the dark hole of the boat. And one episode of blanket away with the dark. Until it had already.
Solomon, I have escaped at last.
You're mistaking me for someone else. My name is Khalifa.
You can't fool me. That is the turban of the prophet Solomon.
But it isn't mine. I caught it. I'm a simple fisherman. There's almost no profit in that.
It doesn't matter. I'll kill you anyway.
Aren't I supposed to get 3 wishes?
You may wish how you want to die.
Drowning? No. Burning? Strangulation? No way. Sorry, but I can't think of a way like to die, so you just have to leave.
Don't waste any time. I will decide.
Not knowing what to do, Khalifa stalled for time.
But what have I done to offend you?
Know that I am one of the rebel jinn, imprisoned 500 years ago by the prophet Solomon. As I waited in this bottle at the bottom of the sea, I swore to kill whoever dared release me.
That's our reward good deeds? The head genie is going to be very disappointed when he finds out what you've done.
There is no head genie. Say your prayers.
And just when Khalifa was about to give up, he had one more idea.
In the name of the Most High inscribed on Solomon's seal, I beg you to answer one last question truthfully.
All right, proceed.
How could this tiny bottle possibly hold your entire self?
I am a genie, capable of any and all things.
It's very hard for me to believe unless I see it for myself.
Then watch. It will be the last thing you will ever see.
Again, smoke covered the sky, blankets lit in the dark. Until at last the clouds cleared, and the genie was nowhere to be seen.
Are you inside the bottle now?
Yes.
Then stay in there forever.
No.
Who throws out the lights?
Now I'll throw you back in the sea and let the tides wash you away.
Fisherman, please show me kindness.
Too late, evil genie. You're taking it back.
Wait, if you return my evil with kindness, I'll reward you with fabulous riches.
Pay attention, Khalifa. This could be Allah's way.
Release me and I'll bring you more treasure than Ali Baba found.
Who in the world is Ali Baba?
That's what Khalifa wanted to know.
If you promise not to sink me, I'll tell you the most fantastic tale of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves.
Well, no harm in listening, I suppose, especially if it might make you rich. Go ahead.
It is told.
Genie, to hear this strange and marvelous tale.
Preposterous ending.
But it's not the end. It's the beginning of a whole nother tale.
But why would the fisherman want to listen to it?
You mean you don't know the tale of Ali Baba?
No.
Well, it's one story that you must hear.
Then tell it to me.
It is told. But the morning has come.
And the scimitar is being sharpened.
Use me, Shaher, as I was made to be.
And now, like Khalifa the fisherman, you must decide
Don't stop short, Shaher.
whether or not to hear the strange and marvelous tale.
Vizier,
Yes, my Sultan?
the execution
Yes!
is postponed a day. Let the scimitar rest, and tonight you'll complete your tale.
As you wish.
Now you must go. Oh, and tomorrow you will die.
Yes!
For day had arrived, and the Sultan had to govern his kingdom.
So Scheherazade was left alone,
Savior of the sweet victory.
and think about the night to come,
When Sharir would return to here,
the tale of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves.
Bye-bye.
It's all wonderful.
That there once were two brothers. Try to picture in your mind.
Cassim.
And Alibaba.
Cassim was a very wealthy merchant because he was so shrewd.
Stingy's more like it.
Who's that?
That's Morgiana, Cassim's servant. She is very clever.
Hey, what happened to my coin?
Alibaba, on the other hand, was a poor but earnest woodcutter who labored very hard. One day, while he was in the forest, he heard a peculiar sound. And Alibaba hid and watched a band of thieves ride through the woods and dismount near a mountain. They were reporting the fiercest, meanest, ugliest thieves I'd ever seen. Each armed with the sharpest blade.
Hurry the men up!
Hurry the men up! Hurry the men up! Hurry the men up! Hurry the men up! Hurry up! Then their captain turned to the great stone in the mountain.
Open sesame!
And the mountainside began to break apart until it was a crack large enough to let the thieves pass through.
Enter sesame!
Then the rock slid shut again.
That's fantastic, but I'd better go before they return and find me.
Open sesame!
Too late.
Again, the great stone parted for the captain and his thugs.
Shut sesame! Who's the roughest, toughest, gruffest gang of thieves in all of Persia?
We are!
And who can trash a caravan in only 15 minutes?
We can!
And who has more loot stashed inside this cave than the king of Siam has piled in his palace?
We do.
You bet we do. Follow, sesame!
Just as the thieves were over the horizon, Alibaba's curiosity overcame his fear and he tried the magic word for himself.
Open sesame? Ah, look at all that treasure. Shut sesame.
And Alibaba filled the bags he brought for wood with gold coins.
Open sesame, please. No longer gets this small amount, and I was very cautious. A few from this pile, a few from that one. Now, shut sesame. Open sesame. Shut sesame. Open halfway sesame. Shake sesame. It's speaking. That's fantastic.
And Alibaba also that day richer than he'd ever dreamt of being. And when he reached his little house,
Cassim was waiting. What's for dinner, Alibaba?
What are you doing here?
What? Aren't you glad to see me?
You're always welcome, dear Cassim, to make my home your own. Please excuse me while I stack this. Wood.
Doesn't look like wood to me.
You're right. They're rocks. I'm building a fireplace. Yeah.
I know you're better than Allie. Show me your gut, or else. Or else. You filched those bags from me.
But you're my brother.
Then trust me.
Why don't you trust me?
No one can be trusted. Aha! Gold coin. We're rich.
What do you mean we?
Well, if you want to keep a secret, you'll have to cut me in.
No way. You'll just have to get your own.
Anytime. Just tell me where.
so Alibaba shared with Cassim the secret of the cave. And Cassim departed at once with a dozen empty sacks. Several hours later, though,
Oh, Alibaba, have you seen my master?
He went to find his fortune.
Yeah, well, he's had plenty of time to get filthy rich in return. I'm worried something's happened to him.
Maybe I should follow him and see.
And I should follow you.
meanwhile, Cassim had arrived at the cave.
Cassim, you idiot, you dope. How could you forget the password? It was some sort of grain. But what? Open barley? Open oats? Open wheat?
It's open sesame, you fool!
You shouldn't help him.
Thanks, wherever that came from. Ooh, look at all that treasure. Let me at it. Hey, what's going on? Open it again. Open what? Open wheat? Open corn?
Just then, the thieves returned with more gold that they had plundered.
Open up and let me out of here.
Trapped a rat, sesame.
Open raisins, open cheese,
Ali Baba. He knows about the cave as well.
Yeah, he's the one who told me. Right now he's probably telling all the soldiers in the Imperial Guard. And they're probably be around them in any minute. If I were you, I'd get on my horses and ride on. Can we talk about this?
Shut Sesame! Sesame!
And next to the crowd came Ali Baba's brother became chopped Kasim.
Open Sesame! Shut Sesame! Follow Sesame!
Just as the thieves went off in one direction, Ali Baba and Morgiana entered from another.
I don't see him anywhere.
Neither do I. He may be in there. Stand back. Open sesame.
And when they went inside the cave, they discovered.
Yeah.
So they packed Kasim in the bags he brought.
Poor Kasim. He was so greedy.
You take him home.
And they brought the remains of him home for burial, after which Morgiana became Ali Baba's servant,
What about the thieves? They knew Ali Baba's name.
and they were plotting their revenge.
Ali Baba! Ali Baba!
Settle off my name.
The last time, sir, I found you. So long.
What can I do for you?
Well, you see, I'm an oil merchant from Jabab, and I've come to Baghdad to sell my oil in the marketplace. But now, to my grief, the marketplace, well, it's closed. So I need a place to stay and store my jars of oil for the night.
You can stay here for the night.
Oh, thank you, Sesame.
By the way, how do you know my name?
Oh, well, everyone in Jabab speaks very highly of Ali Baba.
They do? Never been there. Will you join me inside?
You go ahead, I'll join you in a moment. I just was thinking about my servants.
Okay. Very well. Morgiana! We have
Yes,
a
master?
guest for dinner, so you must prepare enough.
But we've run out of oil, and the marketplace is closed.
We're luck. Our guest is the oil merchant. Ask him for something.
Open, Sesame.
What's up? It's hot in here.
This is very, very strange.
Don't worry, it won't be much longer now. But we don't want to get caught. So you keep my saber hidden in there, and I'll tell them tales until they fall asleep. That's when I'll sing.
We'll chop them up into little bits and make our getaway.
Is that right?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Ah.
Oops. Hold on. My master asked me to send for you so that I might get a cup of oil to prepare your dinner.
Well, all these jars are full of oil.
Why should I doubt that?
Well, he carried a small flask with me for convenience. Please help yourself.
May Allah's goodness smother you.
Ah, there you are. I must show you my pet vipers. But be careful. They're very, very dangerous.
Oh, these remind me of a tale that I must tell you. About a snake charmer and his wife.
For goodness sake, Morgiana! I must speak with you about the cooking of a goose.
You interrupted our fine guest as he was about to tell the tale. I am your master.
But go! Go! Go!
Yes, it is told.
Baba, a remarkable tale that went like this. It is told
But Allah alone is all together.
that there once was a snake charmer.
Now hold on just a minute.
Yes?
What about Morgiana and Ali Baba and the thieves? You just can't leave their story incomplete like that.
But this story about the snake charmer is part of Ali Baba's tale, which is part of the story of the fisherman in the bottle.
This is becoming very complex. I just want to know what happened.
And I will gladly tell you. But again it is morning, and I hear the scimitar being sharpened.
Use me, Shaher, as I was made to be used.
Not yet, Scimitar. First I must hear the conclusions to these complicated tales. And tonight you must tell me these endings.
As you wish, my husband.
The execution is delayed.
And since the sun had risen once again,
So here left the head of the bird.
And Scheherazade back to her success.
Scheherazade, Scheherazade.
Who calls my name like that?
It is the song of the scimitar calling my next victim.
My execution's been delayed.
Such a shame.
Why?
Soon you will run out of stories.
Yes. Yes, I suppose.
And I will be sharp for you.
How many stories do I know?
Scheherazade, give up, Scheherazade.
Not so long as the flute is playing. But if the snake charmer stops, look out!
Cobra strikes with lightning speed. The poison acts so rapid that it hits like an arm and a zombie before he feels the surface thing. When the poison enters the bloodstream, the victim starts to tremble. When the poison enters the heart, it still starts with one last word.
Ouch!
Horrible.
The victim breathes in. Even worse, Lieutenant.
What a dreadful way to perish.
That is why those who handle the cobra are specially trained.
Every night when the bazaar closed down, the snake charmer
Muhammad,
packed his belongings in his basket and carefully locked the lid. Then he took the basket home to where his wife
Zubaida, salam.
awaited him.
Tonight, Muhammad, will you tell me what is in your basket?
No.
Well, why? Why can't I know what you do all day and how you earn your living?
because, my love, I wouldn't want you to worry.
That's what makes me worry.
Now, we'll just pretend this basket isn't even here.
Oh, I've got to know what's in there.
So one night, Zubaida devised a plan.
Muhammad, oh Muhammad, there's a fire across town and all the men are needed to help extinguish it.
Which way?
That way, and hurry, it's on the other side of town.
And when she was certain Muhammad was gone, Zubaida picked the lock on the basket
Aha!
and looked inside.
Ah, a robe. Muhammad wears a robe at work. Nice workmanship, but it doesn't tell me what he does all day.
So she looked inside again.
Ah, a flute. Muhammad must be a musician. I used to play one of these when I was a little girl.
By this time, Muhammad had run all the way across town.
What's Zubaida ranting about? There's no fire over here.
So as night fell, Muhammad started back again.
I wonder why Muhammad never plays the flute at home.
And when Muhammad neared his home, he could hear the flute.
That music's coming from my house. In fact, it's coming from my flute, which means, Zubaida, don't move.
You caught me, Muhammad, and I confess, I've been a naughty girl. Stop that. I made up the story about the fire. Muhammad, you're tickling me. Muhammad, you're so cold. If you are, then who is?
At that moment, Zubaida was very sorry she ever disobeyed.
You can say that again.
At that moment, Zubaida was very sorry she ever disobeyed.
Help me, Muhammad. Oh, no.
What?
I think I'm going to sneeze. Ah,
Don't move.
I can't help it. Ah,
Hold your breath.
ah. I think it passed.
Oh, no.
What?
What happened?
His sneeze blew the candle so nobody could see.
Is that you, Zubaida?
I think so. Here, hold my hand. There, that's better. Now light a match and let's see where the cobra is.
Zubaida, are you all right? What's happened? Are you safe? No, I haven't seen it anywhere.
Then Muhammad found his flute.
I've saved this Zubaida. I will play the flute and...
Too late, Muhammad. How long do I have?
Not long. First, your arm will become numb.
I can't feel a thing.
Then you'll begin to shake. And finally, the poison will reach your heart, and it's time for only one last word.
Goodbye.
And then finally, and it's all over. I should have told you over in the back.
And that's what happens to nosy people who pry into other people's caves. I mean, business.
As you recall, he doesn't care to murder Ali Baba as soon as he goes to sleep.
Now I think it's time that we turn into the night.
Not yet. Morgiana, I'm the master. But I haven't entertained you yet.
Well, I would think that I...
Sit down, please, and make yourself comfortable. I'm going to dance for you. But first, I must prepare. Oh, here, let me take these wipers. I'll move them out of the way. I'll just sort of take them to the other room.
So Morgiana took the box of poisonous vipers outside to where the thieves were hiding in jars.
I didn't know she was so talented.
Or so strong.
Hey, wake up.
Is that you, boss?
Yeah. I need my saber, Sesame.
Here.
Stay down. We're being watched. Here, I brought you a bite.
Oh, are you reaching me?
No, just a bite. Here, try this for size.
What was that?
Yes, master. Don't be alarmed. I was just warming up with my vocal exercises. See? All part of the disc. Oh, and you can help by playing these. The louder you play, the more impassioned the disc. Louder! Yes, that's it. I'll be right back.
So Morgiana returned to the jars to finish off the thieves. And she arranged her concert.
Ta-da! The dance of the scimitar.
Hey, that's my...
Yes?
Nothing. It's nothing. Nice
Hit it,
out.
Ali Baba!
That was a very interesting dance.
So Morgiana hardened her heart, took aim with the blade, and plunged the steel deeply into the captain of the thieves, killing him as he had killed her master, Cassim.
Oh! Ow! 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 Ow!
Morgiana! No, you're your best. You killed him! That means you, Ali Baba. Look closer and you'll recognize...
The captain of the thieves!
And this was the saber he meant to use on you after you'd gone to sleep. There's still 39 other thieves. Not anymore. Follow me.
So Morgiana showed Ali Baba how his poisonous vipers had ended the threat of the thieves. And Ali Baba was so jubilant that he asked Morgiana to marry him, which pleased and surprised her very much.
So she said yes.
And that made them even happier.
Yahoo!
And then used the money from the secret cave to pay for the second most expensive wedding ever held in Arabia. That is the story of Khalid al-Haran, and it is told. But again it is said,
while I become sharper and sharper.
So when it's market for almost 3 years.
While Scheherazade unraveled marvels and fantastic occurrences.
Of genies and beggars.
Whirling dervishes and royalty. Unparalleled adventures and unimagined riches. A tale every night to entertain the Sultan.
But these stories accomplished more than that.
They brought the Sultan back to his senses.
A sense of justice, sense of humor.
His sense of common sense.
And the scimitar was not aware of his recovery.
Soon, Scheherazade, you will run out of stories.
And she did.
At last.
On the 1,001st night, Scheherazade arrived with her final tale.
Shukat and Princess Ming.
At last.
See you at dawn, Scheherazade. And the Sultan always did. He asked,
Will you end your tale tonight?
Yes, my Sultan, if you so wish.
Forgiving and all merciful.
Yes, that there once lived in China, in the city of Ningpo, a beautiful princess named Ming.
ah, so.
Who was promised in marriage to a handsome prince.
Shoe cat!
Who was halfway around the world in Damascus. So they kept in touch by sending letters. And Ming scented hers with delicate perfume.
Thank you.
Then one
And a glad day it is. My affairs are settled in Damascus, and I can travel to Ningpo to wed my beloved Ming. Go and tell her, messenger. Make it speedy.
Fleet-footed messenger ran very fast. Char! Baghdad to Islamabad, then to Afghanistan. Half this far, Pakistan to Kashmir and Tibet. To India, to Kathmandu, Darjeeling and down. Then Bamo, Remo, Slimo, Java coming in, coming in.
Until at last, we arrived at the palace of Bancroft.
A letter from my prince.
My dearest Ming.
Sweetest princess of the universe. Ah, today I set out my caravan to claim you as my bride. You will find us more than the speedy messenger. But if I do not return within the month, send the speedy messenger back to learn the cause of my delay. Shoe cat.
And sealed with a kiss.
Ah. The journey is almost over. I cannot wait to lay my eyes upon her lips, her nose, her eyes, her earlobe. I sense the palace is near.
One night, along his journey, the prince stopped at a strange oasis.
This isn't on the map.
What Shukat could know is that the oasis was enchanted by many evil spirits. And humans could neither see nor hear them.
Oh, look, we have a visitor. Some are dressed up in emperor's clothes. I hate to be rude, but it is true.
Go ahead, take him in the box here.
Who did that? What shall we do with this thing?
Let's make him a mouse.
No, allowed.
We must at once stop this disagreeing.
Ouch! The bugs here are so big, and yet they're so small you can't even see them. Ouch!
I say we turn him into a tiger cat and let him protect our habitat.
Then he'd be thoroughly cool like him and Poe. The grand inspiration is that.
So the mischievous spirits concocted a potion that turned Shukat from man into tiger.
wrong.
Charge! We've got Nick Potus who banks out of bank out and tank out. Boo chow, troop chow, boo chow.
And somewhere after that, though the location is unknown, the messenger came upon that same strange oasis.
Gotta stop for rest. Roar! How strange. There are no tigers in this part of the world. Roar! Where are we supposed to be anyway? Bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Meanwhile, back in Ningpo, the princess was becoming very concerned.
Another month has passed, and still no word from my dear prince. I'll have to travel the road myself.
And so she walked from Ningpo to Lanchao, to Bangchao, to Hangchao,
And all those other cities you mentioned.
until she too came upon that same strange oasis.
Oh, goody. We have another one.
She made Casey top of cinnamon.
Let's cook her with spice.
And serve her with wild rice.
Bring out the cat and walnuts. I must refresh myself.
Kitty cat, come to a nice shore.
It's enough to make your
heart sore. Now you, attack her.
Claw her, attack her.
And start off with a giant plow.
Oh dear, you're looking at me like I'm your dinner. Do you like my perfume? What's up?
Come on, take a bite. No need for being polite.
Would you like something to eat, I brought? A date, perhaps? That's a good tiger. They're good for your coat.
What now? Playing trick.
Roar!
All right, go ahead. Although you are fed, and the princess lives on. So long as she has a supply of food, the princess fed the tiger.
Plums, nuts, and apricots. Sugar cane and milk. Sweetmeats and ginger.
Until on the 1001st night, she ran out.
Rice and... oh dear.
I knew this moment would come. I can smell it. Feed by both lungs.
Soon he'll be starving.
And his teeth will be carving.
And the princess will just be a crumb.
Roar! Is this the end?
Well,
I've forgotten the ending.
you what?
You what?
You what?
I've forgotten the end of the tale. I don't remember what happens to the princess when she runs out of stores. I mean food on the 1001st night. Maybe you could complete it for me?
I could give it a try.
Please hurry.
But it isn't easy, is it? First we must save the princess. Then we have to return Shukat to his former self. Let's see. What if, just as the tiger is about to chomp down, the princess looks into his eyes and says,
I don't think you're a man-eating tiger.
This spell is too strong to corrupt.
His dinner you can't interrupt. You are his friend.
You've just reached your end.
Do it now, Showcat. Be abrupt.
and at that moment, what's he doing?
He's going astray.
Dear Shukat, you can't disobey.
It is
Time you fear. To get out of here.
And he chased them so far that they never returned to bother anyone ever again. And with their spell broken, Shukat once again became the Prince of Damascus.
Whoever you are, you have saved me. I was trapped as a tiger for many years, forced to eat many passers-by.
Could you have eaten my prince?
What did he look like?
I've never seen him. We only sent letters back and forth.
From Ningpo to Damascus. I recognize that perfume. You're the Princess Ming.
Shukat?
And they were married.
Immediately. Oh.
Lost in that same oasis and lived happily ever after.
That was magnificent, Shamir.
What is your next story?
There are no more.
But it's almost done.
And I've told all the tales I know.
Use me as I was made to
The scimitar beckons.
be. Use me, Shaher. My blade is so sharp.
Prepare yourself, Sherazad. Bring me the scimitar.
Yes.
This is not you, Shahar. Inside I know you're kind and good. Can't life be like a fairy tale, with evil undone with a kiss? Can't things like that happen in our lives?
Look at the Sultan.
Sherazad, run! Escape! is too powerful.
This is horrible. I can't look.
Its
Force is superhuman!
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
And so I shall hear, look.
He has a chance. He's nice to
The scimitar's favored 5-1.
It's because the upper hand.
Hide your eyes!
No, the Sultan's back in control.
Who will win?
The scimitar! The Sultan! The scimitar! The Sultan!
It's getting close. Scheherazade!
Look out!
Scheherazade!
No!
The spell is broken at last! A trumpet to herald the return of Samarkand Shahar.
The greatest Sultan of all sultans!
Take all the weapons in the kingdom to the furnace and reshape them into an orchestra. Let guns bang instead as drums.
Let knives whistle tunes like flutes.
Let spears be bent into trombones, and shields who flash like cymbals.
And all the shouts of battle and cries of war shall be turned into song.
Instead of mayhem, we'll once again have music and harmony.
Hooray!
In our first song, we'll celebrate the one who saved our land and our lives, Scheherazade.
Once upon a time in Arabia, there lived a Sultan Shahriar. His kingdom was almost utopia until he met the scimitar. When Shahriar fell under its spell, he was changed from good to bad. It made him bid his wife's farewell until he met Scheherazade.
never have put on this play. So we would like the following people to come up and accept a small token of our appreciation. First, we want the Marvelous Techies, Julie Keenan, Jeff Berger, and Chip Sprogna. Alicia Mack, Kelly Goldberg, and Jen